We begin with employment opportunities for new immigrant arrivals in the Mile High City.
Since December of 2022, Denver has served close to 40,000 total newcomers, and the city has spent nearly $60 million on new immigrant services. Hundreds of those newcomers who've successfully secured work permits found themselves at a hiring fair in Denver earlier today that was specifically aimed at helping new arrivals connect with employers.
Denver 7's Christian Lopez was there.
This is more than we expected.
There were lines out the door and around the building.
¿Se siente emocionado ahorita donde está entrando?
Sí, claro.
Showing just how eager many people were for the opportunity to find a job.
En caso venezolano somos muchos los profesionales.
Luis Camacho was among hundreds who came out to a hiring fair held at Emily Griffith Technical College.
Queremos ser contribuyentes. En mi caso soy profesional, soy abogado.
It was put on to help connect new arrivals.
Specifically, those who have recently gotten work authorizations, Venezuelan, Central South Americans.
With over a dozen employers.
We're here offering opportunities. We are a road safety company. It looks like they've came across challenges, whether that's a language barrier or having problems with diversity. And I think they're really looking for a good opportunity to grow and expand here in America.
For a lot of newcomers, they are unsure of how to navigate our employment systems. They may operate differently in their country. They may not speak English perfectly, so we have interpreters. Here we have volunteers helping with the application process. We have a room set up upstairs for folks to do applications, so we're hoping people will be placed in jobs today. Success is getting people into sustainable careers, sustainable jobs that are going to feed their families, get them into housing.
It's all what Luis hopes to accomplish.
Veremos qué oportunidades nos da este país. Estamos en el país de las oportunidades.
Organizers for this job fair say they probably saw around 600 people and they are hoping to be able to have more of these events in the future. In Denver, I'm Christian Lopez, Denver 7.
Emily Griffith Technical College, the Colorado Office of New Americans, and the Spring Institute hosted this event. Those who attended were required to bring their physical work permit in order to apply for jobs. Those who didn't have the proper documents were turned away.
Going in depth tonight, an unprecedented 3.3 million cases are currently pending in immigration courts nationwide. And that backlog is leaving many new arrivals without legal status and without work permits. Now, over the last fiscal year, the immigration court backlog grew by more than 1 million cases. According to data from Syracuse University, the current number of cases is now triple what it was in 2019. Here in Colorado alone, there are nearly 70,000 pending cases, and that means it's taking months before cases are heard and leaves immigrants without the ability to legally work in the meantime. Now, the U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services Agency is hoping to cut down on the time it takes to process cases this year, but even if that is successful, it will still be a lengthy process for many.
For new immigrants with work permits, today's hiring fair wasn't the only recent opportunity to find a job. Elich Gardens hosted their own hiring fairs this past weekend to fill hundreds of open jobs, and many immigrants turned out. We asked the park's general manager if they expected new immigrants to attend and how they would handle the language barrier if hired.
You know, as long as someone is legal to work here in the United States and we have positions available, we're going to consider that applicant. Well, you know, we have a lot of Spanish-speaking employees already, and so any language barrier we could work with, and we could put them in maybe in positions that may not require their English to be their first language.
The park is opening at the end of April, and there are still plenty of positions available. You can find more job postings on their website.